This is Techtinuum. Today's tech explained, tomorrow's tech revealed. This video is for educational purposes and not affiliated with any brand.
Today, we're diving into a topic that's been buzzing everywhere, Web3. You've probably heard the term, but what exactly is it? Why is it such a big deal? And how could it change the way we use the internet? Let's take a deep dive into the world of Web3 and explore what makes it so revolutionary. To understand Web3, we need to start at the beginning, with Web 1.0. This was the first version of the internet back in the 1990s. Web 1.0 was like a digital library. Websites were mostly static, meaning you could read information, but you couldn't interact with it much. Think of it as a one-way street. Companies and creators put content online, and users consumed it. There were no social media platforms, no comment sections, and definitely no online shopping. It was simple, but it laid the foundation for what was to come. Then came Web 2.0, the version of the internet we know and use today. Web 2.0 is all about interaction and participation. Platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Amazon transformed the internet into a two-way street. Now, users could create content, share ideas, and connect with others. E-commerce exploded, and businesses found new ways to reach customers. But there's a catch. Most of these platforms are controlled by a handful of big companies. They collect our data, decide what we see, and even make money from our online activity. While Web 2.0 brought us incredible tools, it also raised concerns about privacy, control, and fairness. This brings us to Web 3, the next evolution of the internet. Web 3 is all about decentralization. Instead of relying on big companies to control the internet, Web 3 uses blockchain technology to give power back to the users. But what exactly is blockchain? Think of it as a digital ledger, a secure, transparent way to record transactions and data. Unlike traditional systems where a central authority, like a bank or a company, controls the ledger, blockchain is distributed across a network of computers. This makes it nearly impossible to tamper with, and it eliminates the need for a middleman. Blockchain is the technology behind cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin introduced the idea of a decentralized digital currency, while Ethereum took it a step further by enabling smart contracts, self-executing agreements that run on the blockchain. These innovations laid the groundwork for Web 3, where the internet isn't just about sharing information, but also about transferring value and ownership in a trustless, peer-to-peer way. So, what does Web 3 look like in practice? Imagine social media platforms where you own your data and get paid for your content, or marketplaces where you can buy and sell digital art as NFTs. In Web 3, you're not just a user, you're a participant. Decentralized apps, or dApps, run on blockchain networks and are governed by the community. For example, instead of Facebook controlling your feed, a decentralized social media platform might let users vote on how the platform is run and even earn tokens for contributing. One of the most exciting aspects of Web 3 is the rise of NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. NFTs are unique digital assets that represent ownership of items like art, music, or even virtual real estate. They're stored on the blockchain, so they can't be duplicated or forged. This has opened up entirely new economies, where creators can sell their work directly to fans without intermediaries. And it's not just about art. NFTs are being used in gaming, virtual worlds, and even identity verification. Another key concept in Web 3 is DAOs, or Decentralized Autonomous Organizations. DAOs are like internet-native cooperatives. They're organizations run by code and governed by their members, who vote on decisions using tokens. For example, a DAO might manage a fund, a charity, or even a virtual world in the metaverse. The idea is to create more transparent, democratic systems where power is distributed rather than concentrated in the hands of a few. Now, Web 3 isn't without its challenges. For one, it can be complicated to use. Crypto wallets, private keys, and blockchain transactions aren't exactly beginner-friendly. There's also the issue of scams and fraud, because Web 3 is decentralized. There's no central authority to turn to if something goes wrong. And then there's the environmental impact. Some blockchains, like Bitcoin, use a lot of energy to secure their networks. While newer blockchains are working on more energy-efficient solutions, this remains a concern. Despite these challenges, Web3 has the potential to reshape the internet as we know it. Imagine a future where the internet is more open, transparent, and user-driven. Virtual worlds in the metaverse could let you own digital land, attend virtual concerts, or even work in a fully immersive environment. Decentralized finance, or DeFi, could revolutionize how we borrow, lend, and invest, without banks or traditional financial institutions, and with DAOs. Communities could come together to make decisions and manage resources in a more democratic way. So, what does all this mean for you? Web3 is still in its early stages, but it's already starting to impact how we interact online. Whether it's through blockchain, cryptocurrencies, or decentralized apps, Web3 is about giving power back to the people. It's about creating an internet where you own your data, control your identity, and have a say in how platforms are run. It's a vision for a better, fairer internet, one that's built on trust, transparency, and collaboration. Web3 is more than just a buzzword. It's a movement that could redefine the internet as we know it. What do you think about Web3? Are you excited, skeptical, or just curious? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Web3, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next tech breakdown. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
This video is based on available information and just a reminder is not an endorsement of any brand or product.